Okay, now if you ever thought about doing something on your own, like being your own boss some way, whether you're starting your own business or just doing your own thing, gotta watch this. Really, because it's really epitomizes what that kind of life is all about. It's about, your heart, really. We all think, oh, those guys are so smart or whatever because they were able to do it themselves and we're smart enough to figure that out. No, things are by accident, most things you figure out. And it's because your heart is in it. You want to do it so badly, you stay there until you figure a way to do it. Everybody complains, oh, I can't do that because I don't have enough money, or I don't have this expertise, or I don't have that, or that guy's smarter and everything. No, they're not. 99% of us, or maybe at least 90% of us could do probably 90% of the stuff here. And the help is out there for anything. It's just not in the normal ways. I mean, there's always going to be roadblocks. And then to me, the successful ones are there long enough to figure out a way to get through that roadblocks. There's problems with doing anything because life is just a pain in the butt. So how are you going to get through all the problems? That's why I see if your heart is in it, something you really want to do, you'll get through that. These two young guys now, they're barely out of college, and they wanted a restaurant. They're working full-time for somebody else, How are they going to get money? Man, they're just out of college debt, and all this kind of stuff. They wanted it. Now, that was ingenious the way they did it. You got to watch this video because it shows how what they did, not only use the internet for crowdfunding, to get money to start their restaurant. They used a bar to start their restaurant that wasn't even theirs. They wanted to serve the food and show people how good it is. So they live in Columbus, Ohio, and they're looking around for a place. They found a bar that was open. What was it? They had no business in lunch. So they said, hey, let us use the kitchen at lunchtime because all your business is in the evening. We'll use it at lunchtime and give you all the drink money, So you don't have to hire cooks or anything. We'll do that, the servers, everything, because we want to learn how to do a restaurant too. And to serve the food that they were interested in serving, It was a unique kind of food that they wanted to make. And it just took off. No money, no investment in having a place, having a restaurant, all that. The guy had everything, had a kitchen, everything, They found a way around it, a clever way that cost no money, and to get the idea. And then it was so clever, man, the papers wrote it up, everybody wrote it up and everything. Now they're getting money on Kickstarter or Indiegogo, on crowdfunding, and doing it all themselves, just by having the perseverance to get through the hurdles. That's what life is. It's not being the smartest guy in the room. It's not being the richest person in town. It's being a person with enough heart, enough drive, and you want to do this more, that this is important for you. And if it's important for you, you'll find a way to get around it. A non-traditional way. See, we all think about doing something in the traditional ways. And that's after there's establishments and all this kind of stuff. Now with the internet, see, there's no traditional ways. All the old gatekeepers are gone. There's no more publishers. You publish yourself. Bankers, no, you go on a peer-to-peer lending and cut out the middleman with the bankers. See, all the old stuff that were middlemen and traditional ways, that's going away. Now all you need are customers. That's what the internet gives you. And now you're in a restaurant, well, you want a place to serve food. So instead of paying $500,000 or whatever it takes to find some retail space and redo it into a restaurant and all that kind of stuff, and maybe people will come. No, you go into an existing space. Somebody wants something to do at lunch. Nobody's coming to lunch anyway. Say, let me run lunch for a while and see if we get somebody with our new stuff, because we're going to do crowdfunding and everything. Man, brilliant. I've done over 700 interviews like this. People doing things themselves, creating their own jobs. And this is really special. Maybe only because their heart is in it. They're not geniuses from Harvard or MIT or something. They went some local college in Ohio. But they wanted to do something bad enough. They figured out a way to do it. So watch these guys and learn. We all learn. I learn over again all the time. Okay, Niall and Miko! And you guys are the smartest. I've done about 700 interviews like this, man. And you guys are the smartest suckers I have ever seen in starting a business. Honest to God. I mean, everybody wants to go, oh, I need $1 million to do this. Or yeah, I can't do it unless I have. Man, you're starting a restaurant business without money, without a restaurant. without keeping your other jobs on the side and everything, and just making it happen. And you're going dynamite, man. You got a crowdfunding site. I mean, your video is so exciting. I mean, and you have a food that I can't even spell. I have no idea what the hell it is. But everybody who tastes it loves it. And I mean, it's not like you're, in Silicon Valley. You're Columbus. Columbus. The hottest thing in the world that was coming out of Columbus. And it's food by two guys just out of college. Yeah, it's just wonderful, guys. Really. Okay, let's get serious and tell you. So it's for High Poke, right? Now that's the food that you're serving. You have a restaurant, but you really don't have a restaurant. You're serving it already because you made a deal with a bar, right? To serve it during lunch. And so now people come in and contribute to your crowdfunding site so you can get your own bricks and mortar.
That's right. That's the goal.
Yeah. It's just genius. I mean, you guys are absolutely genius. Everybody bitches and moans. I'm sure people you graduate from college with are all going, to work at, some slave farm with in front of a screen, and you guys are having the time of your life, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Man, we need that tee up everywhere we go. We'll just bring you with us.
Well, you guys, I've seen you guys on the air too. I mean, you're great. But it is. I mean, see, to me, what sells is passion. I mean, I've been on TV thousands of times or whatever, and I don't know what works, but I know you have to have a good idea and you have to have passion. And without that, man, nothing will happen. Then it's a crapshoot after that. But if you don't have that, that's why you guys are having fun. Man, so no matter what the hell happens with this deal, you've won already. You're having the time of your life for the last 6 months doing this stuff. So who cares if you're a gazillionaire next Tuesday or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, our passion is what fuels this project. Just, constantly going, and everything is an opportunity. Everything is learning, it's feedback, it's an opportunity for growth, and we are just committed to our vision and having a lot of fun. Like that's the name of our game. Fun.
Well, I believe. I mean, that's it. Well, Miko, I mean, is how they start restaurants in the Philippines too, or not?
Oh, just popping up on the side street.
Right. See, I mean, those less developed countries, man, you get two sticks together and you're in business, right?
I mean, we do have small business consultants over there.
Yeah, I see. Oh, too bad.
Yeah, it's been quite the process, and it's been such an amazing experience to be able to share this with Nile and basically giving back to the community. And the amount of support that we've been getting from Columbus is, man, it's very humbling, and it's.
I mean, people got to see that video. I mean, the Indiegogo video. Actually, go to your website. Is High Seabus, as for Columbus, right? HAICBUS.com, and you see the video. You guys, I mean, you see the people come out of your restaurant, and it's not your restaurant. It's just something like you have a deal with a bar that you use during the day sometimes, right? And people come in and try this food, and they're just ecstatic. I mean, it's not one or two of your relatives either. I mean, these are dozens of people.
We've had a big a rollout of support from Columbus that we couldn't even have imagined. That people are really inspired to try something new, to take it on, and then you find out it's very rewarding because it's extremely delicious.
See, and this is where the important ideas come from. Everybody thinks, "Oh, I want to be another Wolfgang Puck or whatever this guy is, or whatever," and have a big fancy. No, man, you get somebody else's space, put in some chairs and table, and call it a restaurant, and get something cool, and people come, and you did that. Yeah, what an inspiration. What about your teachers from college? Are they impressed, or they they haven't seen this yet?
Actually, funny that you asked. One of my professors, Leslie Fine, who taught a service marketing class that I took, came and ate our food and is actually going to roll in our concept to a marketing strategies course that she teaches.
Wow! So you're gonna get free marketing help now from your.
More, baby. Even
Why pay when you can get it free?
all the good words start with F. So on.
Right. No, absolutely. And so to help you guys, I mean, that's what it is. The Indiegogo campaign, again, on HiCBus, HAICBUS.com. And really, even if you're not living in Columbus, because a lot of your gift items are to eat there, and taste this food. So it may be hard for someone in California, but they could get a T-shirt, right? Or they could get a gift card to give to friends, or actually just to see your story. I mean, this is, to me, people should see your video and learn from how you guys are being American entrepreneurs like nobody else now. And that's why and Miko, you say you're in high tech or whatever with a startup. You know these guys. I mean, as far as I met everybody's running around to try to convince some fat cats to give them a bunch of money to work an idea. And here you got an idea, you put your soul into it, and figuring out how to do it without a bunch of money. Then you don't have to hire somebody's girlfriend or whatever and all that kind of stuff. You want to be an entrepreneur so you can do your own thing, right? So why get in bed with somebody who's going to tell you what to do every day?
Yeah, our currency is opportunity.
Yeah. Wow, that's amazing. So explain the dish to us, because what's in this bowl we get?
Perfect. So I, as I've spent, the past years kind of perfecting and going over it, it started with just like eating it again as I, ate it as a kid and was like, wow, this is good. So basically it's a meal. It's quite filling. You'll get our ahi yellowfin tuna. So it's raw. It's really high quality sashimi grade tuna. And we marinate it or sort of toss it in our very flavorful sauce. We serve that over our sticky sushi rice. And then there's a variety of accompaniments and vegetables, pickled cucumbers, avocado, chili garlic, bean sprouts. You'll get a wedge of lime, crispy wonton chip, and some onion and jalapeno if you'd like. And we eat it fully loaded. That's how we recommend it. You want the fork. You don't want the chopstick.
So is this street food in Long Island where you grew up or what?
Well, it is street food in Hawaii. In fact, you can literally in Hawaii walk into a gas station.
Really?
No exaggeration. Any gas station, and they have just glass windows of a variety of fish types, and it's all poke. It's like almost synonymous with their culture. So we're kind of incorporating that theme of the street food, fun, easy, approachable food, but really high quality, really fresh, really delicious.
Yeah,
and a lot of love. That's our secret ingredient. I guess.
What's the secret ingredient? I missed that.
A lot of love.
A lot of love, right? But that love is fun. I mean, I see the excitement in your restaurant or this bar that you call your restaurant. That everybody is just infused with this excitement to be there, and they come out and they just brag about the rice. Yeah. You spend all this money on the tuna, and they're bragging about the rice too. Yeah. Right. But it's just great. Well, you're an inspiration to everybody, guys, and thank you for doing this and showing the rest of us how to really be an entrepreneur and having fun, man. If you're not having fun, you're in the wrong job. So it's HiCBus, HAICBUS.com. And that's where you find Miko and Niall. Take care, guys. Great fun.